Exposure, have you encountered this name? 100% of these revelations fall everywhere, but now 2024. The second wave of revelations has begun, but already on another YouTuber. Come on, maybe from the background, or maybe just from the background, but this beautiful inscription called prehistory cannot be lived like this. Hello background. Hello, 3, 2, 1, I'm sitting like this on Tivaki. Well, okay on the chair. Okay on the stool, and decide to go to YouTube. Look, there's a scarier look. Nava serial Kiki here. I want to watch a serial kick, and I came across one great exposure in the recommendations. I'm like, Opana, is this for who? Exposure, what kind of launcher? And this person turned out to be Eugene Bro. Wait. Maybe a disclaimer, because now school children with shotguns will rush at me. Everything that will be told in the video, and everything that will be about, you can perceive neutrally everything that the author will tell you. You perceive for yourself. The main thing is not to give in to any emotions. If you don't like the video, you can just turn it off. If you like the video, then on the contrary watch it further. If you want to get the necessary information, then watch this video further. And remember, the author does not want any conflicts. He just expresses his point of view. So if you don't like his point of view, just go ahead and I came across this character called Eugene Braun. Well, on his exposure, and this is already recently. Exposure, but I got wet, which YouTuber did on it. 100% exposure percent. He will write to me under the comments about this whole part, but it will be easier for me to take a shit on him. I will delete his comment to me. I don't care what he writes, and Evan Bro is not the only YouTuber who was exposed before him. Other YouTubers who also got exposed, but what is the purpose of all these revelations? Well, okay. I'm 2Z gone. Let's say hello for a great performance, but let's go right away. To the point, Eugene Bro is not the first YouTuber who fell under such a problem. Well, there were other YouTubers before him under these revelations. And let's start moving on from the main YouTubers who just seriously promoted the whole topic, but this one is the character Fixai, and two YouTubers called Tumka and Dom were also associated with this character. You probably heard 100% about them. If not, I repeat, they also shoot the same heavy as Eugene Bro, although this is later. Let's discuss about what they are shooting. Well, this is of course their right. The exposure was real in order to hint to the authors, so that they did not plagiarize. And this was really an important part, because they really plagiarize, steal money from other popular ones in this way. YouTubers can be brought most of all by Fixing, because Fixai is most engaged in theft. He takes other people's ideas. And here is the script and even its preview, and is not even connected with the authors themselves. Perhaps you have met the video itself, in which Fixai tells that he does not do this. He contacted YouTubers personally who give him rights. There is no need to mention in the comments or in the description who is the main author of the idea and who created this script, and it turns out that Fixit just brazenly still steals none. The YouTuber did not confirm that someone contacted him mainly from YouTubers. I was only able to contact the scrub, and he personally wrote the following, that he had no connection with this YouTuber, and no one personally wrote to him with a bag of Domer. It's a bit like this. The same system was, they are engaged in the same machinations now. The main thing is not about them, and not about Eugenie Bro, but about how YouTubers are now engaged in exposing, that is, well, they are engaged in order to help us, or they are insolent to us. I'm lying. Maybe school children and maybe even many YouTubers will start to find fault with me with the words that I'm really wrong about something, and maybe even try to block this video, but I'll tell the guys in advance before. To continue this part of this video, you have every right to distribute it anywhere on the YouTuber and TikTok before posting the video. Let's say on the YouTuber, you should mention who created this video and also insert this inscription, because this is sitting under a license, just in case someone really tries to block me, and this license will not allow them to block my video. And even if they somehow succeed, then it will be a plus for me, and there are two whistleblowers. Kind of these are those who really are exposing themselves in order to help the people, and there is a whistleblower who takes away that very freedom from you. Let's discuss first with the first type. And with the first type just being me, well, there are other YouTubers. I'm not saying that I am the only one. There are other YouTubers who are doing the same thing, just exposing in order to help you. They do not advertise any shops. They do not try to cash in on you. they just transmit information and give you the right to choose to really, whether it's fake or not. That is, they just give information, and you yourself have to decide all this. That is, you yourself have to understand that the author gives his point of view, and that's all. He just wanted to help you, and he's trying to help you like these YouTubers. It would be desirable to apply first of all, because he just helps you. But there are YouTubers who are ready for money. I don't argue. I'm also ready for money. And with the second type, it's a little more interesting. They record exposure in order to steal your money. Now 100% who put on pause is like, oh, steal money, are you an idiot? Everyone does it like that. I don't argue. I want to do it myself. Many shoot exposure in order to still cheat, to lie about this product, and they hang an anvil on your ears. And well, damn, it's clearly not normal that you really like this character. That is, you really like this character, and you wouldn't have any problems with him, and you're really a really understanding person. But some left-wing YouTuber decided to come in and say that he's just shit, and yes, maybe he has some good reasons, but maybe these reasons were even bribery, that's all. And these YouTubers, on the contrary, have become more different, which gives you a choice, because what? You would choose freedom, or maybe I would probably choose freedom. Well, if you want to go to North Korea for turning, you will be welcome there, because the YouTubers themselves will not go anywhere either. It seems like we will sort it out well. Or not, it's your choice. Of course, you cannot write anything to them. This is again the whole point of opinion. You need to decide all this yourself. That is, if you like the YouTuber, stay in it. Don't like it, just go away. That's all. Why stay with him? I don't. I know, and that's when we move on to the next YouTubers who are engaged in like whistleblowers. That is, they have their dark side and white. Well, why do we have two types of YouTubers? This is a white YouTuber, and let's formulate a little. The word black, because Nogiboo is still watching from the Twitch. If someone makes reactions to me a bad YouTuber, yes. Here's a bad YouTuber from a white YouTuber, who is engaged in pure opinion. He is not engaged in some kind of crap. He is engaged in videos. He helps the people, and monitors his channel. And even if someone starts complaining about him, he won't care. He just makes videos for the sake of the people. That is, he helps his people. Such YouTubers are most famous, and those who really earn money honestly. Bad YouTubers, on the contrary, are engaged in cleanly sprinkling, and due to this, quite a huge number of subscribers are sprinkled with it, but due to their name calling, we can still understand what they have with intelligence is not very good. YouTubers also twist their subscribers a little more. That is, they hire a special server. Well, they go to the left and order a cheat, so their videos shoot even harder, although for cheating is banned. They also restrict your rights. That is, in simple words, what if you say something to a YouTuber? Well, if you have your own point of view about another one, well, for example, you like this blogger, and you personally wrote to him in the comments, then YouTuber, he will start trying to prove the opposite point, well, trying to say that he is actually shit. It's better to go to my channel. You may also go to my channel, and pay attention to many videos that I was also. I don't argue, I said it. And these are really my mistakes, a serious mistake. After a long time, I decide to change the point. That is not to put everyone to someone, that is, to limit. I'm not trying to limit anyone. I'm trying to help now. I noticed that people really don't. It's very comfortable without freedom, but the main thing is also the most important thing that I would like to say. Just keep your point of view, and if you know that the author is conflicted, that is, always has a conflict with everyone, and even in the comments. I sprinkled it on him, and just left this point of opinion to myself, because not everyone will be pleased to hear some point. That is, maybe it's even positive, or maybe on the contrary it's negative. You should all leave. No matter how much you don't even want to write to him, leave it all with you anyway, because even if you write to him, you can get a serious hate that can morally harm you. What is it really like? The purpose of the revelations in general, the ladies have already come to an end, is simply to hint to the author that he is acting incorrectly, and not to try to prove further that he is an idiot in this, that is, not to try straight. There is no way you can help the author in any way, that is, if you know that he behaves badly, well, for example, he undressed naked and without panties, this is clearly abnormal, just tell him I do not know. If you want to use the video ethos to your channel and explain it, then it still doesn't heighten it from left to right. Besides, many YouTubers now, well, now if we look at trends and all kinds of it, this is clearly not the norm, I know it. By the way, how much weed had to be smoked to write it down, but in this way the authors will earn a lot of money, and they will no longer care about all points of opinion. Just remember that there are normal authors and abnormal authors, that is, there are white and there are bad. Everyone already wants to say this, I spit on the letter N, if you became interested, so remember everything that YouTubers tell you. You should always perceive neutrally, and exposure is created. In order to simply explain to you, that is, the revelations should help, that is, hint to the authors that they are just doing bad, that they need to change a little, threaten them with deleting the channel, or try to say that they are shit and they should leave Yuba altogether. No, it's wrong, just persuade the YouTuber, that is, try to show him that he's just doing the wrong thing, that you can earn money in another way, even in a legal way, and in an honest way, and that even there will be no more subscribers. Just show him how to do it and that's it. And then maybe the author will actually hear you if you didn't even raise any conflict, and you clearly explained everything to him without any insult just then. You can get away from him, and don't try to talk to him like that. It's because the author doesn't want to listen to you anymore. So the author has his own point of view, and it can't be changed anymore, so it's too late for the author to tell what. Let other people decide or himself. Personal YouTube, let him shoot his videos further, this is his personal right, no one restricts him, no one forces him. He just works for himself personally. What is the result of this video? We could hang up, and the result is that if you really look at the video from the beginning to the end, you probably perfectly understood the very essence, and you perfectly understand that it is better to remain your point of view, and not try to find fault with someone. If someone forces you, or someone will convince you, you should always be with your head, that's all. I won't force you to subscribe especially. Your main task is to promote the video itself, that is, to hint to the whistleblower that they are wrong. They act that maybe it's time for them to leave this, maybe it's time for them to do their own videos, that is. I mean that they should change their revelations a little, just make a different format. They didn't try to offend anyone. They didn't try to offend anyone, to humiliate, but simply they would have made a separation, in which it is really shown that this person behaves badly, so that he just changed, that is, so that this video really affected the YouTuber himself. He influenced without these courts, without threats, just without insults and so on. Then if you found such a whistleblower, recommended him to throw off this video in the first place. But if he doesn't listen to me, or tries to shit on me, I'll be like, seriously, let him. He's trying to let me sprinkle exposure on me, at least on someone. Exposure to me will be 20 on this side. Exposure at least 30 to me honestly will be on you, well, before the light bulb, well, all that I'm detaining you here. Really go there, seagulls. Thump, and stop, you drank tea, brew it again in a new way, dude, and look further to yourself, Vidosiki. And I'll go serial kiki, yes, I a serial kiki watch, okay.